I'm just checking fitment on the hood. I think you're making a video, are you not? Just checking fitment on the hood. Filled out both sides today. Really worked, fairly hard. Each side had me mudded out twice. I mudded it once. I sanded it. Then I come back in and filled all the mud puddles, if you know what I'm trying to tell you. Then I filled it again and I sanded it again. As I've got the sides filled out, it's really taking shape. I like the color. I've got my body line in here, and I got my body line cut in here, showing metal there, showing metal there, showing metal up the front. I'm at the end. I've got this side looking fairly good on this side. I got metal, metal, metal showing there. As I get going, trying to get this thing done, I want to get it primed by, like I said, I put an inner fender in last night. I pulled them out. I had to get it fitting a little tiny bit better. Now what I did is I just quickly self-tapped that in there. I like these little things. A lot of people use Glecos. I like them too, I guess. I've never really used them. But I like the self-tappers because it will draw it in tight for you so you can weld it. Then you can pull it back out and put it back in, whatever you want to do. But these things really help you sometimes in a need. It'll bring both of the metals together. But anyways, as I've self-tappered that on there, it looks pretty good. It fills the inside. You can see here, I will seam seal around there, seam seal around that, and then paint it, or prime it and then paint it. This here will have maybe I'm not sure, something on it. I'll paint that inside there, but there will be something on that edge, so that's gone. When the engine goes in there, there will not be very much to see. Jolene was quite concerned about that area. Now that we've got it filled in, she's quite excited about it. So tonight, I worked all day. Tonight, now that I got the sides filled out, we're rocking and rolling. We're giving her. Now that we got the sides filled out, that curtain there has got louvers in it, and it's been stepped back a little bit. On this side, I did not finish it. I just stuck it in. I stuck it in there just a minute ago. I stuck it in there, and it fits nice. But now I need to put this pattern on that side. I know in my own brain, when that engine goes down in there, you're not going to see much in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull that inner fender out, and I'm just going to draw it on there and guess. We're going to step roll it out. We'll put 6 louvers in it or whatever the other side has in it, and we'll be happy with it. Can't see both sides at the same time. We'll get it close. Handmade car. I don't think it much matters. You will never see that with the engine in it. We'll get it close. We'll make it look nice, but you'll never know the difference. So as I have that in there, yes, it looks nicer than there to me because it's more material that's in there, the better it will look. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to make that panel right there. We'll show you how to do it. Show you how to do it. It's a pretty simple thing to make that panel. Like we made a pattern out of cardboard and then traced it onto a piece of metal and then cut the piece of metal and put it in there. Also, when I fill, I just want to tell you why we got tape on. When I fill, I like to use tape to put it places where I do not want auto body filler. If you've ever get auto body filler on something, it's hard to get off. It's nice to put tape on, and then you don't get it. When you get it on there, then you can just peel it off, and it's okay. Sometimes when it's hard to get off. But I always make sure when I put the tape off, that's where I'm going to get it off. If that makes sense. All right, I'm going to pull this off. I was all nervous last night. I come in here, I measured the top, and it didn't get 18. When I come down under this square tubing here, underneath that piece there, then I got my 18, 19 almost pretty easy. But I was nervous last night. I thought about that, and it bewildered me. And Jolene caught me. She says, "Why were you all upset when you weren't measured that?" Well, I didn't know if it was going to fit or not. But this morning, I come right out and went right where my brain told me to. to do might disturb some of you, but it doesn't me. What I'm going to do is I'm going to draw that pattern on without tracing it from there. I'm just going to draw it on. Thought I had a marker somewhere. Did I put that somewhere? There it is right there. I'm just going to draw it on, basically because I can. I'm just going to look at that and basically do what it says happened here. So I went with a line, and it's got like that. We're straight on the bottom. Straight on the bottom. Last one. So we'll come here. That's basically it. So what I did is I just looked at that and traced it off, you know, basically. Both the same, looks like it to me, look like it to you? Basically. I apologize to all the people that do not get to hear Jolene talk to me, because she does not have a mic, and it frustrates her sometimes when I talk to her because she talks back and no one can hear her. But anyways, I talk to her because she's in the shop with me, man. She's in the shop with me. So what I got to do is, I've got this here like that. I guess we'll do this first. We'll do this first, and then we'll go do the louver. So first what we're going to do is, as you see that step back like that, that is a very simple and basic thing. It's a very simple and basic thing, and I'm going to show you how you can do it on your car. What it does, to me, it just makes a panel look much nicer. It makes it look like it's a real panel. I'm not saying that it's not a real panel, but when you have something that's stamped in it, it looks better. When you put this through there, it gets all warpy and stuff, you know. It gets out of shape. And that's because you are stretching it. You'll see sometimes people will plenish, like use one of these things, but a big thing. This is portable plenishing hammer. You'll see people plenish that first, and what they're doing is they're stretching the metal before they put it in the bead roller, so it does not go all like this. If you know what I'm trying to tell you again, there's certain things that happen. So when I put this through this, it is going to go all wibbly wobbly because we have stretched it. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's just we have stretched it. Get that up there. This is going to be somewhat trying just because Jolene's running the camera and doing this. That's the only reason it would be trying. And if you haven't noticed, we're using the Bad Chad station, which I got from Gene, which was, you know, Gene's at one time. But that's what we do. We build off each other. That's what we do. I put the tape on there just to know how far I go down. Didn't know before. Somehow, some way, I'm going to have to get Jolene to do the handle for me, if you will, sweetheart. I'd crank her if I could, and she's just going to do it as, I don't know, slow as possible. Go ahead, baby. Can you do it? She's doing a fine job. I'll push it through for you. And now all that is stepping that out to make it look like a panel. Okay, sweetheart, just go a little further. And I'm just going to turn the line here. Go ahead. All right, just a second. Just go a little bit. Just go a little bit, a little bit, a little bit. Perfect, perfect. Beautiful. Man, she can wheel a wheel. And I'm just sort of using the line that I've drawn on here for a guide. That's all I'm using it for, is a guide. Just for a guide. Right. And as I shove on it, it makes it go through a little bit easier for her. Just go slow here. Can you go? Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, sweetheart. All right. Go ahead, sweetheart. Perfect. Good lover. As we got the step back, what I'm going to do is I'm going to wipe that off with a little bit of thinner. I guess I don't have to wipe it off, do I not? Yeah. I have to wipe that off. Where'd I put the marker at? I dropped that already. Lost my brain already. There's the marker. I need a tape measure, 3-inch. So now what we're going to do is we're going to put some louvers in this piece. And you can see how I drew the line. And it was just a guideline. I just stayed wherever I thought was the same distance up here. Just stayed the same distance away, same down there. Nothing magic about it. Just nothing magic about it. I want to see how far back that one is. Just for shits and giggles. All right. So I guess this is what I did. Put that on there like that, because I angled that with that. And my first one was here. So what I'm going to do is measure 3-inch. That's my first one. I should draw a line there. I'll put it right on along the bottom of that, which we'll do. And then we'll go 3-inch up here. We'll draw another line like that. And basically, we're doing this as quick as possible, you know. We're not trying to take all day. We're just making louvers. What I've done is I just put that in between there. That's just the distance in between my louvers. So that's my first one. Second one. My third one. You know what comes after 3? How many do I need, I wonder? As I see them here, I need 6. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put 6 in it. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 5. And there's number 6. Okay. I wonder if that goes up like that in the end. I got a little closer down the bottom on that one. I'm going to bring this down some. I'm going to bring it down some. Sorry for my mess, but I want to bring it down some. Off the top, the exact same amount. I'm guessing, just because I can, and you can too. Doesn't hurt nothing. What's it gonna hurt? What's it gonna hurt, baby? Huh? Not gonna hurt nothing, is it? Guessing? To me, it's called freedom. Yeah, it's called freedom. I'm just going to put a little tape there so I know not to go past that mark. And that's my new mark now. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just Jag that off like that so I know. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in here. I'm going to zip cut each one of these lines, is because that's the way our louver press works. I have to zip cut them in and then I punch them in. We have another little one that comes down, got an arm on it. Glenn gave us to us in Newfoundland, and we're actually finally trying. Earl's going to build me something to make that work. So right now I'm basically using what I've always had, but I do have something that's coming that I'll be able to punch it out by hand, or having something made. So as I have this on here, we've got our line set up. Basically, I'm going to grab my glasses. It's Friday, ain't it, baby? It's Friday. Had an interview this morning. Went well. It was, nice, fun, I guess. This is what we're going to do. Slice this on here. I better check that before I cut that. These glasses made it seem like it was bigger than it really was. Oh, that should be 3-inch. No, see, that's a little bit bigger. 3. I didn't guess so well. How's that? That's okay. Just put a better line on it, that's all. That's something. I get in a fight with that cover, and it's only reason because it was hard to get off. That's the only reason I'd fight with it. I'm pretty sure we're 3-inch. I hope we are. Here we go. That looks better. I'm going to stop again and make sure. Well, they're a little shyer than 3-inch. Here he goes again. Just going to make a call. That's what I'm going to do. Make a call. Going to each side of the tape. To do is clean off the edge. You always get a burred edge like that. I'm just going to take a screwdriver and take it off. Flathead screwdriver is cool. I guess that's too slow for today. Oh, we shut the air off, didn't we, baby? We shut the air off for the noise, but... Yeah. Where's the... you shut the air off. I got electric, haven't I? I've got electric still going. I have a... Right there. Just trying to knock off where I cut that through with the zip cut. It leaves an edge. And I do not want the edge when I pull it out. Then I have to sand around the louver with the edge on it. It's not fun. It's not good. let's take this bad boy over here. We want the louvers. Which way we want the louvers, baby? We want them out, so we're going this way. Now, give you the handle. Earl Meister made this for me. Hood springs, some metal that he got in the dump. This stuff here was machined out, and all this is what the shape of the louver is going to be, and this is just the female that accepts it. I really feel that if someone wanted to build their own louver machine, you could make it out of hardwood. Whatever shape that you wanted of your louver, you could make it out of hardwood and press it out as long as you had a female. I know you could. It does not have to be steel. All you have to do is cut out, you know, if you had a rotor and cut out a shape and then cut out a male, and then it would accept it. It would be the exact same. I feel that could work. So if you want a louver press, you most certainly can have one. You just have to have the will and the want to make one. And that's what has happened here. We've got the will and the want to make one. I'm going to try to jack this myself, baby, because you're a camera in it. And this, all this is a jack. Jacks your car up. And we'll just take it down slowly. I guess the main thing is, once you get it to where it's going, not to let it all the way up when you let off of it. That's the main thing. If you know what I'm trying to say. Now, what I have to do, or what I got to do, usually this is a two-person job, but I'm going to try to do it. Get in here somehow. It's a wonder we don't have more bloopers than we have, because we do some wild stuff here, I'll tell you. And you can see that going down. What I want to do is get that right on that line. Right there on that line. I can't see. How do I get this down? There we go. Yeah, I'm just going to get that on the center of that line. And jack away. There you go. You can see that. I can push that line right in there now. See, I can tighten that up. Boom. Now it's stopped. Now I just let off a little ways. And then we can get it out of there, hopefully. I'm going to go up a little higher. Pull that one out, and we just go to the next one. Put that down in there. Pump, pump till it stops. Let it up a little bit. We'll do it again. That's good. Hole. Now I got to get my handle. There's my helper again. She helped me every time, man. There you go, get my lady. The light goes in there. As I let this off, Jolene's going to let the dog in. For some reason, the dog. Is our, sounds like our child. And we wouldn't have it any other way, would we, Fina? Huh? We wouldn't have it any other way. And we're down in there. Here we are again. One more left. I'm going to go with that. Generally, you have a little better circumstances. I'm not generally in the closet with the light on, you know, trying to louver press by myself. I generally have someone to help me. But we are doing videos to show you how we do things. Yeah, I'm going to step out here for a minute. Huh? Pretty, eh? Pretty louvers. And we'll come over here. I want to pull the tape off. I'm going to go get some thinner on a rag to wipe it off. Or on this cloth here, I guess. Right back. Let's get some thinner. Wipe it off. Just wipe it off. Alrighty. Just going to set that down on the floor. I'm going to put that up there for a second. Actually, I had a feather edge right here. I just want to. Just prepping metal. With an 80 grit, just prepping it so something will stick to it. Now, I guess this is when it, you know, whether we did a good job or not is now, I guess, when we stick it in. And I will know by the look of Jolene's face whether I did a good job or not, you know. But this is something that has one very good look. But as I get going, this is something that had to be done. Are you able to plug the drill in? I'm sorry. This is something that had to be done to get where we're going. And okay. Just getting ahead of myself, that's all there is to it. Getting ahead of myself. Here. Pass it to me. I'll unplug it in the wall. All right. Still going forward. We're still going forward. And that's basically what we have for an inner fender. Put the louvers the wrong way. I did. But you know what? You'll never know. Yeah, it did. I got it stepped out right, but that's okay. You got to have an in and an out. It's coming in on this side and out on that side. God love her. If we change it, we'll change. If we change it, we have a pattern. But as you can see, I am not perfect, and never claim to be. But that's what it looks like with the louvers in it, with the side piece on it. I don't think it makes a difference, to be honest with you. But we will do with what it has. It looks good on this side, louvers on that side, louvers on that side. No matter what it is, in or out, it's still going to do the exact same thing. Yeah. When the cabin or when the engine bay is full of air, that means there's no more air that will come in. So it obviously has to have a release. We have a release all underneath the car, and everything's fine. Hey, it's good. Love it. We'll be back tomorrow. We'll show you something else, no doubt in my mind, but I'm very happy with the progress I got on this side. I got that panel filled out. And you have to keep in mind there's a lot of finger sanding in there. I'm going to show you exactly the tools I use to do that. I mudded it all first. I used this in a 40 grit. All on there. And then I used it by hand. The holes was a die grinder. The die grinder is a little tiny tool with a sharp end on it, and that went in and cleaned all the filler out and around the hole, which made it, fairly simple. But that's basically what I've done today. I've got a little bit of a sweat on, and it's good. It's good to have a little bit of sweat on. Yes. Yeah, I'm very happy with it. We'll put the hood on it. Got the inner fenders in it. We get that all painted. I got to do some more on the outside. And it's Friday. Me and my sexy going to have a little drinky poo-poo tonight. And we're going to relax and love each other. That's what I suggest everybody does. Love everybody. Love yourself and love everybody else. Why not? It's easier than fighting. If you're not doing something good, what are you doing? Right? I'm building my baby Bugatti. What are you doing? I'm my own business. Every day I come to shop, my own business. Love it. Idle hands is a devil's broth. You keep them things moving, then the brain will be fine. Keep your hands moving and the brain will be fine. Have a good Friday, everybody. We are.